Easy. I don't have to talk to you. I'm not talking to you.
All right, let's talk about the real troublemakers, politicians. If anyone is likely to abuse the law, it's the ones who make it. It's time to see them caught in the act. Watch when corrupt politicians realize they've been caught. As this guy really did something evil. In fact, law enforcement isn't in the right here either, because the audio was muted during the first few moments. So, after the uneventful first few moments of this investigation, this cop finds something out.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, a rescue's gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like...
Wait, sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. You know, so a rescue's gonna come here, and they're gonna check you out. You know, as far as I know, there's no drugs anywhere, so I can't, you know, so there's not a criminal investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I obviously have to document it, you know. You can have that back.
Thank you. There will be no arrest.
What?
There will be no arrest?
No. Are there any drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
Alright. How long have you had this problem, man?
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
Alright.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and looked like you were choking.
Really?
Yeah. That's why somebody literally sprinted and flagged me down because they thought you were having a heart attack or choking.
No, not that I know of.
All right, so this guy is Rhode Island Representative Matthew Riley, and recently he's been in hot waters, not just because of the drug allegations mentioned earlier in the video, but also of the divorce, and something really sinister. He's been taking some opioids recently to take the edge off, but this already looks suspicious. So some coppers, local authorities, and paramedics are called to the scene. But remember when I said that the cops are sus too? Well, that's because for the majority of the search in Riley's car, they mute the audio and censor some scenes. Smells like they might be trying to protect this guy just because he's a person of power. Nonetheless, they search his messy car while Riley stands back and they find a bit of powder. That can't be good. The cops discuss among themselves that it's too suspicious for sleep apnea medication to knock you out like that. And just when they said that, one of them confirms it's crack cocaine. Well, we've got ourselves a street rat in the guise of a representative. The feds gather the evidence, and it's clear as day what Riley has in possession.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I have an option here, man. Sorry. Let me know if they're a little too tight or anything. They can loosen up.
Riley is arrested. Then he's questioned about where, when, and who did he buy that from. The cops are quite tender with Riley, probably because of his power, but cops should behave like this with other people too. That's why it seems so scummy even on the Fed's side. Regardless, Riley is charged for this and another incoming case, which is a disturbing allegation involving a 12-year-old girl, which makes his case insanely worse. Of course, eventually he resigned from his Republican Party, and as for the other charges, he still has to see his day in court. Hopefully, if he's guilty, he will be convicted for a long time. Why are councilmen like this? No, really, we have another one with roughly the same issue at hand as well. This one dives straight into the action as the perp trips on his bike and immediately gets cuffed.
Yeah, I got my altitude. What the hell are you doing, man? Enjoying your night? Trying to take off from me, man.
I was not.
You were not?
No, sir.
Stay right there. You have anything on you that's gonna poke or stick me?
No, sir.
Here.
Thanks, sir.
Why are you running, man? You're not running. When I let you up, over there, but then you just tried to turn around and you fell off your motorcycle, and that's why.
I was trying to put a kickstand on. Foxtrot 416 674.
That's why you're running.
Why so? Why?
Stay hold.
Seriously? God, man.
Looks like the jig is up with this councilman, because Palm Bay Councilman Peter Filiberto here has been caught trying to evade the police while in possession of cocaine. Not to mention, he looks insanely wasted, and while riding a motorcycle too. That's a big no-no in front of the eyes of the law. Listen, this entire footage is boring, and the majority of this body cam is basically them waiting for a supervisor to respond and confirm that Peter here is a councilman. Imagine the shock on the cops' faces when they heard this. Sadly, out of all of this, he only got supervised probation for 12 months, 24 months of house arrest, revoking of a driver's license for 6 months, and 50 hours of community service. That's a very light sentence considering he was arrested for drug possession and trying to evade the law. Meet Nancy Cantor. She's this old hag right here that's still kicking hard.
Can I talk to your person, please?
Yeah, she's on her way right here. I understand.
No, you don't understand.
I understand. I'm just trying to do my job. That's it. I have to just make sure.
Rutgers police vehicle.
I understand that, but I can't just let it go.
See, what happened here is that Nancy here was getting escorted around, but her klutzy driver managed to hit a police vehicle. The damage was barely there and no one was hurt. But hey, you really gotta follow traffic laws. But of course, this is when things go out of hand.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not well. I'm being held from going to the airport. I missed my plane.
Okay,
You folks are in trouble.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the chancellor.
Okay, I don't know.
Yep, you heard it there first, folks. Yes, I know she's the chancellor, and I'm very well aware she technically wasn't in the wrong here since she wasn't the one driving in the first place, but she could have solved this big hullabaloo without tapping into her inner Caren powers. While Cantor and her team argued that the event was minimal, the police report suggested that the impact was more severe, causing the police car to shake violently. Apparently this whole shebang was leaked to the public, so Cantor here wasn't in the best position in the public eye. Cantor offered a sincere apology to the cops in an apparent effort to resolve the problem, noting that her actions during the encounter did not reflect her best self. Carmelo Huertas, the police chief at Rutgers Newark, received the apology and expressed gratitude to Cantor for recognizing the department's daily efforts to guarantee campus safety and security. I think what people are really scrutinizing here is how Cantor handled the situation. Instead of yelling and fussing about like a 5-year-old child, she could have apologized, approached the cops calmly, asked to help her resolve the situation faster, and not ask for an exemption from the law. She's the chancellor of a university, for Pete's sake. She should be expected to be a law-abiding citizen too. On to our authoritarian offender for the day is quite the sugary oxymoron, and you'll see in a minute why.
Hey, hello, was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a wind intent violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. Okay. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yeah. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebulon.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
Sir,
over.
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
You know that this situation has gone so wrong with the way this guy is being so rabid right now. This is Jonathan Hemphill, and he's like this because he thinks everyone is under his thumb like this. That's right. The grand reveal is that Jonathan here is the Zebulon police chief. You can see the officers just calmly telling him the situation, but he couldn't just help himself and power trip.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram. So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9:05.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay,
and get
I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you calm down for us, please?
This goes on for a while. Then he promptly leaves because he doesn't want to talk anymore. So, what really is going on? Basically, Jonathan gets pulled over for just a minor misunderstanding of some sorts, but he acts as if he was a cornered animal. Yep, that's about it. There's no new information on this, but the police chief of these officers got wind of the situation, and he is proud of his officers being so respectful and vigilant despite being berated like that. For our next case, the stars have aligned on this one. The whole story isn't really explained in the video, but basically this group of young adults got pulled over because their vehicle has a few parameter violations in this side of the state. Their registration is expired, so the vehicle is going to get impounded. Now, ironically, you'd think that the driver would be in the middle of the heat of this, right? But no, it's not even any of the actual people involved.
Hi, I'm Caren Turner. Hi, I'm a resident. There you go.
It's fine. I don't need that.
Okay, fine. I'm Caren Turner.
You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor, and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them. And what is the reason they were pulled over?
The driver has all the information. He'll tell you.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
Okay.
We're not involved here. You're picking them
up.
No.
I'm involved. Trust me.
Well, I'm not going to tell
involved.
you. He's the driver of the automobile. He's over 18. That's all you need to know.
Okay. If you can,
we don't need to see credentials.
Okay.
You
need it. If you can give me a little bit of space here. One of the commissioners, and I'm heading up.
Do you have an ID with that?
That is my ID, and that is my business card. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers. Okay? So, if there's a problem, I think I have...
There's no problem.
Well, I think there's a problem.
It's an unregistered vehicle.
Okay, let's hear, why were they pulled over, first of all? Now, don't call me Miss, I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner?
Yes.
All due
Why
respect.
were they pulled over?
All due respect.
Yep. Why
the driver with us.
No. I need to know.
Yes, the car's getting towed now.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
No. I'm asking. You're the person
ask
who's
him.
ordered it, and trust me.
Miss, this does not involve 1%.
Yeah, it does. It does, because I'm picking them up, and I'm offering to take responsibility for them, and you can't even tell me the charges. I'm also an attorney, so I think if you can't tell me, what is the problem?
That's fine.
So yeah, this is what it's all about. Entitlement. What the cops say is true. If you're not any concerned party, you're not entitled to the information at hand. Actually, if she was listening, the cop actually said it right there why the car was getting towed. It was because it had an expired registration. She continues to berate the feds, harassing them for information when they honestly already told her. Soon, she begins name-dropping some people apparently that she could summon as a form of power tripping. The vigilant cops don't let up and kindly ask her to back off, but then she drops some F-bombs out of her own ego. So this footage got published back in 2018, and guess what? Turner got fired from her commissioner job. After that, she faded from public consciousness, thanks to her big ego. Now's that poetic justice. On to our next grand offender. We have only a small offense on our hand, but it got big thanks to the players at hand. Let's check it out.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? Officer Duskin, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at the officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
Just call the chief, that's it.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I
You
see
know
your
who I
license?
am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah. What's your name?
Officer Vespin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir?
arrest me.
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
No. Go call Chief. Tell him how good you've been. Blame this video.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay, sir. Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
If you didn't catch that, this dude is supposedly congressional candidate Martin Hyde. Now Hyde here thinks just because he's making the laws means he's above them, terrorizing and making this poor officer's work more stressful. If you also didn't catch it earlier, he was low-key making threats about taking her off the force. Politicians never cease to be so scummy.
The supervisor. I just spoke to you, boss. Okay. Call the supervisor.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Everything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
All right, you are going to be issued a citation.
There's the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that. For
what?
For failing to produce your registration.
See how much of a mongrel this guy is. He then records the cop, but that's just redundant as if he was listening. Officer Julia mentioned that their entire conversation was being recorded. Officer Julia proceeds to read him his citation receival. But Hyde here claims that she's lying about the entire ordeal about the texting. Well, whichever it is, he goes full Karen mode and threatens to have her job and is asking for her supervisor. Officer Julia turns a blind eye to this, which is pretty based, does her job, and calls in her supervisor. Then what happens is Hyde steps out of the vehicle and throws more threats at Officer Julia's job. This man is insanely insufferable, and to think he's running for Congress. Well, another cop comes to help with the situation and tells him that a supervisor is on his way. At this point, Hyde is really stinking up the place because of his rotten attitude, saying he doesn't want to hear from Julia anymore. So he and this new cop comes to talk about what happened, but instead, these ear-gnashing words come out of Hyde's mouth.
I'm friends with everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were going to write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money? It's the manner and the nature of it.
Okay. And like I said, Sergeant Fangione will be over here to talk to you about her interaction. I'd say
outrageous. Yeah. Why would you do that? Why? I mean, of all the people to do it to.
Yeah, I understand, sir. And you know, I set you. You know, I've been with the negotiations with you, and I understand where you're coming from.
I don't ask for special treatment, but I don't expect to get treated like a punk.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time. Yeah. She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Frangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into...
Oh boy, but it doesn't end there. It gets more juicy, honestly. You know the quote, "The devil is in the details." Well, this man is a manifestation of that quote. The supervisor comes to talk to Hyde, but before that he gets Officer Julia back to the station. Then the supervisor finally talks to Martin.
Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing.
Okay.
She lied about I don't know, the speed. I could care less. You can give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration, and she's registration? It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is. Okay. And she still gives me.
Martin is a straight-up liar. If you play back the video, first of all, he was speeding as stated by Officer Julia. In a zone of 40, he went 57. Next, he said he had a registration. This is only true to some degree because the registration he was trying to pass on was expired. Next, he accuses Officer Julia of being on a power trip with the way that she talks and the way she requests for Hyde to get back in his car. Because hey, big surprise, he's in the middle of the street. This is the epitome of a disgusting politician. He makes it clear that Officer Julia won't have an 8th year in the force. Want the good news from all of this? This all comes crumbling down on top of him, as the video was spread out in the internet and people can clearly see Officer Julia was being professional and completely calm. Ergo, she really was just doing her job. Martin Hyde, on the other hand, got the short end of the stick. public opinion soured over him, as after interview, he showed the world who he really was, an old man overdue for a coffin because of his constant entitled power tripping. He kept on giving apologies, but that's so far from the truth. All of his apologies were very insincere, shifting blame and trying to get a pity party going on for him just because he allegedly stood up for the police force. In the end, Martin Hyde rotted away from the campaign, shutting down most of his social media and even his own election website. Good riddance. Was it really a surprise that it was local authority all along? Which authority figure here was the worst? Tell us in the comments below. We're interested to know. If you want more of our videos, make sure to check out the videos in the cards now. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay vigilant out there.